YouTube, C1 back in the building with another video. Today's topic is another video from the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Shout out to them. I would definitely leave the link down below so you can see their content, show their page some love, like it, subscribe if you really enjoy the content, especially if it improves the quality of your life and maybe a better perspective on certain things that can help you in your everyday life, you know? But without further ado, welcome. Let's get into it. Sometimes, you know, there is a group of women that are modern women, right? So this don't necessarily pertain to every group of women, but to the modern women out there, aren't you just curious? Why do y'all expect grace, but unwilling to give it? And that's the name of this video today. So, without further ado, let's dive into that question.
Women extend the same amount of grace to men that they expect men to give to women. You're nodding your head over here. What's up?
And I don't care.
What?
Let her go first. I don't care. First, and then I'm gonna follow up.
And I don't. You know why I don't care? Because they focus too much on the women that don't. I just feel like I said earlier, everybody want to focus on a negative. Nobody ever want to focus on the positive. There are so many women out here that don't do that, but everybody is so caught up on the gold diggers or the women that live the fast life and stuff like that. When there are literally women that work a 9 to 5, they go home every day. They pay their own bills. They're not really worried about much anything in life but love. So it's like, I feel like stop focusing on the women that don't extend the same grace to men. Like, and I do want to hear like how y'all feel about that. Like, as far as like elaborate, like what do you mean by that? Like, are you referring to like I want to know how you feel. I care about how you feel. I'm just not one of those women. So it's like that's how I feel about everything. Like, if I don't care, scroll.
You on IG a lot, huh?
Yes. I want to know how y'all feel about that, because men really do own. Let me not say all men. I feel like a lot of men, majority of men, they truly only pay attention to these negative women, and all the other women get pushed to the back burner. It's like, oh no, all women are like this because I saw her like this.
Where these women be at though?
At home.
How are we supposed to find you there?
On the internet. Like a normal person.
You scrolling past me, nigga.
I'm tired of words. Wow me. Call me.
Call you?
I'm sick of words.
The fuck?
So before the fellas get up, what's your thoughts on this, Ian?
I forgot the question.
I get it. Just like there are men out here, and I'll say this. Most of social media topics are based on negative experiences and negative feeling. There are people that might not necessarily do these things or apply these things, but we don't really speak on it as much because putting it out there in social media won't grab people's attention, or putting positive out there. There are people that are so focused on their hurt that they're going through that they are disgusted by the positive stuff that you're going through in life. They do not want to see you win. They don't not want to see positivity or whatever and whatnot. It's almost like they just enjoy seeing people that either suffer like them or suffer worse than them. So I can understand from a point where certain things for both male and women don't apply to people, but it's good to sit there and still, you know, be open-minded to learn, to understand different people's approaches, because maybe that's giving grace in itself.
Do women extend the same amount of grace towards men as they expect men to give to women?
I feel like, yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because women is way more like caring than men and stuff. Way more caring, nurturing. So they're gonna always make sure you're good before their self is good. And that's not a problem. Sometimes that's a problem with women. Like they always want to make sure their man is good before their self.
Women are too comfortable with being abused. Women are too comfortable with being the breadwinners. Women are too comfortable with being protectors. Like, you're a nurturer, you're not a protector, you're a nurturer.
Okay.
I want to get here.
In short, there are a lot of women out there that had to be masculine in order to do certain roles because they've been single for so long and they had their own place, this, that, and whatnot, that they forget, certain other roles that they always had.
Before the fellas go,
okay,
what's your thoughts on this?
Absolutely, women want grace that we do not give at all. We expect people to accept our bad behaviors, our attitudes, all of the trauma that we've had in our past, our kids, our baby daddies. We want men to accept all of that. And as soon as you do one thing, that's it. Provide. If you can't provide, then you're out of here. So I do not think that men get the same grace as women. I think everybody makes excuses for us, just like he did. When women are vulnerable, anything can happen.
Who did that?
So no.
Shout out to Wolf.
Yeah, you had to put him on his.
Shout him out. That's all. A little shout out. Like,
yo, go tune in the halfway up, man.
I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I don't. I don't think that you guys get the same grace as we do, and you should, because you deal with a lot more than we do.
You're a prize too.
I know. And this is my question.
You're a prize too.
And I know that. And I get treated like a queen.
No, I'm saying men. Well, a lot of women try to act like men are a prize. You're a prize too.
Oh, I know that I am. And you just have to do better picking to get them.
I understand what they say when they say you are the prize and this, that, and the other. I just feel like, in my mind, everybody's valuable, right? Like, we all need each other, whether we achieve stuff by ourselves or do a lot of things and capable of a lot of things. I still think we still need each other. Yes, you can come up and make enough money to get somebody to do so many roles and things and certain needs. But when you are looking for companionship, a partner, and all that stuff, you still need somebody to do that with. Whether we came here by ourselves, we leave this earth by ourselves, we still want that urge to belong to someone and vice versa. Because if that wasn't the case, a lot of people would just be roaming around more single more often, and it would be an easier experience even more.
That's true. And if women out here acting like you're not, get away from her. You're somebody. You're not just...
Thank you.
Your mother did not push you out for you just to just take care of some lazy ass bitch. No, your mother pushed you out to be a man. Yeah, men are providers naturally. Men are protectors naturally. But
I do want to stop you real quick.
Go ahead.
I love how you was quick to throw out that naturally, right? And this is a big thing, and there's a big talking point. You even referred to it earlier when you said that a man has to allow me to be a woman or whatever the case is.
And I gotta allow him to be a man.
So, but I think a lot of times when we have these conversations, we always say that men are they're naturally supposed to be that. There's no deviating from that. And that's another form of grace, because you you don't give that grace to men who, you know, didn't have that father figure in their life. You know what I mean? And they can't come to you and say, you know what, I'm not that leader, or I'm unable to be that provider for you because of X, Y, and Z. Y'all like, yo, you have to be that. That's it. Whereas men have to give women grace that are not in their feminine, or they had to be masculine because of society. That's another form of grace that y'all don't extend to men. Not all women, but some women, they don't extend that same grace, but they want it in return. Another example is when a black man dates outside of his race, first thing someone will say is, oh, well, he must hate his mother, he must hate black women, he must, you know, X, Y, and Z. But when a black woman dates outside her race, oh,
she's strong.
She's strong. She tried to give black men.
She tried to give
black men a try. They just was a failure.
They fuck boys.
She has options. She went and found her a white king and all this. So we don't give that same.
Get you a Chad girl.
Like, you know what I mean? It's a ton of examples, and
it's almost like, and this is gonna be a little bit off topic, but it's like when women go through bad experience with bad guys and certain type of guys, and they decide to go lesbian or bisexual for the wrong reason, thinking that being with a woman or a stud that is playing a male figure but female is going to be a better experience, and then they go through traumas or get played the same or go through the same experiences, or don't even realize that they just, no matter if they with a man or a woman, they just have qualities that are very toxic, and they don't know how to treat the partner that they with regardless. And then it takes a while for them to accept it and look at themselves. So I get it.
I do agree with you, and I'm glad that you are, you know, vocal and an advocate for black men, because we don't really see that often in our community.
I think women could give men that's not their type, not necessarily everything that they want, a particular and just be open to things that they need a little bit more grace, or not a typical type of guy. Because I feel like guys give women a fair shot and try not to overlook nobody when they're open to talking to somebody, but women will sit there and overlook guys that's not necessarily a particular type or grab their attention, this, that, and the other, which I understand there gotta be some type of attraction there. But if this person will treat you well, take care of you, this, that, and the other, and he's not bad looking, and you just trying to go for more, and then when you find a guy based on the attraction you were going after, but he treats you like crap, then you're gonna fall back on the other guy. And then you expect that guy to be okay with it. That is just an insult, so disrespectful, and a slap to the face. Women would never, ever want to be second option, but when they come back into your presence, you should be okay with being a second or third option. That don't make no sense. Some women, mind you, some women, not all women do anything. So just to clear the air.
Love black men.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I got a son. Period. Right. I got some grandsons. I love black men. So
I came from a black man. Why wouldn't I love black men? I didn't just come from a black woman. He helped her.
There's more women on this earth, and all those women came from majority black men, right? Black women came from black men. They ain't got the same grace for these same black men.
I grew up in a 2-parent household.
Well, I appreciate and
that's another reason why I don't want to date. I don't want to date men who didn't have that in their life, because I tried it and it's just like, it's just not for me. I need somebody who, one, knows who they are already in life and isn't finding themselves at this age. So
you found yourself?
I don't want to do that. I still am finding myself. I'm only 25.
You want to sit here and talk about you want a man that knows who he is, that has found himself, but then you haven't found yourself. That is what they talking about. You didn't even give him the same grace that you would want a man to give you. That don't make sense. Now, for the most part, if I had to guess it, she probably likes to talk to guys that are more mature, more older, more well put together, because she just currently doesn't like the choices of guys that she has at her age group. If I had to guess it though. But who knows?
However, I date older men. Relax.
Bro, you
I don't date men
understand
my
that you're not
age.
giving the same grace that you expecting from a man. You understand that though, right?
I'm not dating men my age.
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
No, I understand what you're saying.
Okay, but that's
That-
what
that
we're
is-
saying right
that
there.
is another
You
grace.
expecting a man to give you that grace, but you're not willing to give him that same grace.
If you
Because
ever
you
find
have what, a couple of bad experiences, so you like, nah, I'm done
If
with
he's
that.
okay with the fact that I'm still finding myself because I'm young, that's cool. That's great.
What's young?
Don't worry about it. It's like, a woman
It's still
never
the same
discloses
in
her
time.
age.
That's another
Woman
grace.
never disclose her age.
That's another grace we give women too, because when an older man decides to date a younger woman, we will say, "Oh, he's creepy. He's taking advantage
feel
of
like
her."
that. My
But
friends
when
do.
an older woman is dating younger men, we tell the men, "Well, you should have known better. Like, look at these young NBA players getting finessed by older women, and nobody's calling out those older women. They're going to the men and saying, "Damn, you should have
You a
known better."
man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't give that same grace to men that we do with a woman, because with a younger woman, we would say, "Oh, well, he manipulated you." We don't have that same grace towards the women that's clearly manipulating these young NBA
she's a
players.
cougar.
You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of examples that obviously could be grace, but I think we obviously need to give each other grace, obviously, and work better on that, because it does seem one-sided. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Joe?
I mean, y'all kind of spent the block.
Word,
on
I mean,
everything.
yeah,
But
took the
I
poison.
do have a question, because you do advocate for men and preferably black men, which I appreciate. Do you think that were you always this way, and do you think that it takes black women a certain age to give men this kind of grace that you speak
Yeah,
of?
to get to
Give
that mindset.
that example with the Taraji.
Okay. So like before, Taraji was like, oh, it wasn't per se just her, but it was a whole bunch of group of women just saying how much they don't need a man. They didn't say
When they were younger.
Yeah, when they were younger. But now she was like on an award show or something like that, and she was like, "Oh, black men, we need you back. We love you. Come back to us." And it just shows like, okay, now you're like, in your 50s.
Because they was hoes all their life and humping who they wanted. Now they want to settle down. No,
Yeah.
I always was like this. I was raised in with a single mom who promoted strong black woman, you don't need no man, all of that stuff. Innately, I just always felt different than that. You know what I'm saying? I always loved black men. Like, I just felt like when I'm looking at my uncles and things were going wrong in their life, and I knew that they didn't do anything wrong, but the system was kind of taking advantage of them. So I developed that throughout my life. So, I mean, I've always been that way. And now I just have a platform to speak it, because I don't think enough people stand up for you guys.
That's dope.
I appreciate that.
For real. Like, I mean, listen.
On that note, here's what I'm going to say. Shout out to the women that have men in their life and understand the value of the men in their life and treat them well, please. Every chance you get, because not everybody have them. I feel like they're right. Everybody should give each other more grace. I wish we had more grace and more understanding. It would make so many things more easier. But, if a person is not willing to tolerate something that they expect you to tolerate, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Let me know what your take on this is. Willing to hear if you're a model woman or not, what your opinion is on it. Leave a comment in the section down below. Please like the video. Subscribe if you enjoy my channel, if you enjoy the content. As I keep on doing more and more, it would definitely help me with YouTube to be into the algorithm. And, you know, in the future, I would like to do more of this content with better quality. You see my camera set, and it would be nice if YouTube was paying me for it. I'm gonna keep it 100. So till next time, until next video, peace. Later, everybody.